Blue Skies for Our Children was introduced on June 21, 2011 as a slogan for Honda's new global environmental culture. In October 1999, new regulations were required for greenhouse gas emissions made by EPA for new motor vehicles. The first Honda Green Conference happened shortly after. American Honda started in 1959 with just 8 staff members at a location on West Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles. Dedicated to excellence and creation of innovative products to enhance human mobility, Honda has expanded their brand of vehicles by great measures. Today, Honda is the world's largest manufacturer of motorcycles and has taken the automobile industry by storm, with its quality offerings in the four-wheeler segment like Honda City, Honda Civic, Honda Accord, and Honda CR-V. However, you should know that this supreme empire, known as Honda, was not born in a day.
October 1946, Soichiro Honda established the Honda Technical Research Institute in Hamamatsu, Japan, to develop and produce small two-cycle motorbike engines. 2 years later, Honda Motor Company was born, and in 1959, Honda opened its first storefront on West Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles with 8 industrious employees. Honda presented Japan with its first automobile production in the year 1960 and also initiated into Formula One racing.
Several research managers of Honda R&D Center held a meeting to conduct types of research for the 21st century targeting the age of clean air.
When the Honda Insight two-door hybrid-powered hatchback first arrived on American shores, few people knew what to make of it. Belittled by the day's massive SUVs, the two-seater oddball styling made it look as if it came off the set of a futuristic movie. Little did we know that it really was the car of the future. Thanks to the volatility of gas prices in recent years, hybrids have become prized for their superior fuel economy.
Honda's strategic inflection point began in 1999, marking the turning point for Honda to develop a more environmentally friendly products for their customers. Beginning with their Insight, the tiny two-seater debuted as a 2000 model year car. The Insight was the first gas-electric sold in the U.S., getting 61 miles per gallon city and 70 miles per gallon highway. Two years later, Honda introduced their first Civic hybrid. From 2001 to present, Honda began introducing their new versions of hybrids in all their vehicles, including the Accord, new versions of the Civic, CR-V, and the new Fit hybrid. In 2009, Honda Motor Company became the first company to incorporate a Class 8 hybrid diesel-electric truck.
In 2005, the first fuel cell electric vehicle, the FCX, is introduced to consumers. In 2007, the FCX Clarity is released in the IG Tech diesel engine. Honda's original plan was go green by building small, clean diesel cars. They have since expanded their focus to improve fuel economy cars, large and small. This move for the company suggests it is confident in building cars at a price point that will attract many consumers.
Honda's environmental vision was realizing the joy and freedom of mobility and a sustainable society where people can enjoy life. In 2010, Honda announced their direction to provide good products to our customers with speed, affordability, and low CO2 emissions.
Honda is determined to turn their vision into reality by implementing environmental initiatives on a global level.
In recent years, Honda has set global targets for minimizing their environmental impact, which are measured by the life cycle assessment, which is a technique to assess environmental impacts associated with all the stages of the product's life from beginning to end. Due to governmental regulations regarding vehicle emission levels, fuel economy, noise and safety, and toxic substances, as well as level of pollutants from production plants, the majority of Honda's research and development has been allocated to environmental technologies. Honda's goal is to continue to pioneer the market in making cleaner, more fuel-efficient engine technologies and to grow their newly introduced solar cell business. To Forbes.com, Honda's research and development as a percentage of sales has shown a recent increase, going from 5.3% over the last 5 years to 6.2% in the recent quarter. This ratio shows that they are realizing revenue from their investment in research and development, meaning that their investment is starting to pay off.
Been pushed morally to make the Earth a better place. It gives positive public relations to be an environmentally conscious company, but the EPA has also been driving Honda's research and development for a more eco-friendly car. Outside of the EPA, the state of California has permission from the government to pioneer their own emission standards. Air quality in the Los Angeles metropolitan area is worse than most places in the United States, so they've been pushing ahead of standards to set a new precedent and reverse the effect of air pollution. Other states that have optionally chose to adopt the California model are Arizona, Connecticut, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and the District of Columbia. In 1994 and going through to 1997, Phase 1 will be implemented. Phase 1 starts with putting vehicles into groups by weight. Cars are also evaluated by the amount of emissions they produce. Phase 2 will be implemented from 2004 to 2009. This phase puts cars into 11 groups by emissions instead of weight. With the last 3 groups being temporary, 9, 10, and 11 will start to phase out in 2006. The exception of a few light-duty trucks, all the cars will be restricted to a cleaner air emission standard. Phase 3 is currently being implemented now and will be in full effect by 2016. At the end of 2016, entire fleets will need an average of 35.5 miles per gallon, 42 miles per gallon for cars, and 26 miles per gallon for trucks. The penalty for failing to meet these restrictions will be a $5 fee per vehicle produced and $5 per every 0.1 mile per gallon the vehicle is off the standard. So if a car is tested at 41 miles per gallon, the company will owe $55 for every single one of those cars produced.